Hi, this is Tina from Inner Delight, and welcome back to another We Uplift TV moment. And here I am, joined today by the beautiful Brad Laughlin from Corelight. So such a joy to be spending time with you and to be in your presence. So welcome back, Brad.
Thank you, Tina. Thank you so much for having me. It's always wonderful to see your smile.
Thank you. Gosh, as we were talking about some of the courses and the programs that you're offering, there are so many different options available for people, but one of the ones I would love for you to share about is the Spiritual Warrior Training.
Okay. All right. Spiritual Warrior Training. It is a very powerful course that we offer. It's really something Leslie developed many, many years ago. Let me say who Leslie is. My partner of 20 years is Leslie Temple-Thurston.
Mm-hmm.
She had an experience of enlightenment in the late 1980s. So for the last 20 plus years, she's been doing her work in consciousness in the world. She offers at her events a transmission of Shakti. Many people know what Shakti is. If people haven't heard of the word Shakti, it's a transmission of peace, transmission of unconditional love. It's a healing, uplifting energy that one can feel in the presence of someone who has gone through an enlightenment experience. There's so much to say.
Yeah.
Forgive me, I'm struggling for words. But yeah, Shakti is something that we feel sometimes through the words of a person that's had an awakening experience like that. We feel it through their presence when we're in the same room with them or when we see their picture. And so this was a course that Leslie developed 20 years ago through audio teachings and through books, and also through phone connections or connections in person. Nowadays, we offer it online. There are online chat rooms. We have all the audio teachings are by MP3. So now it's a correspondence course. And yes, and it's a self-paced course that people can do on their own time. You know, they can go as quickly as they like or as slow as they like. The tuition is by donation. We've got books, like I said, Leslie and I have co-authored a few books, and those are offered as part of the course.
The Marriage of Spirit, which is absolutely beautiful.
Thank you, yes.
One of them, yeah.
Yeah, The Marriage of Spirit is the first book. It's that book, I would say, of everything that we have done, that's really, I would say, the cornerstone. It's the foundational teaching of what we offer. You know, it's really a course in spiritual awakening. It's a course in learning to gain mental and emotional clarity to the point where it's multi-layered. At one level, what happens when we gain that kind of mental emotional clarity, we advance spiritually. You know, we can go deeper and deeper into the inner worlds and awaken spiritually. And at another very practical level, really the first thing that happens to us when we do that is we experience success in life. We might find the dream job we've always wanted, or you know, we might be able to find abundance in our lives. We might earn more money, or we might manifest the things we want. Sometimes it's in the form of a relationship. We might find the relationship we want. But it's really these things in the outer world that we manifest are really mirrors. They're simply mirrors of what's happening inside of us in consciousness. So the first step is to gain that clarity inside, the mental, emotional, spiritual clarity that we need inside to feel fulfilled and to access those higher realms in consciousness. And as a natural result, we really don't even have to seek it. The outer world mirrors to us that level of clarity, and like I said, that's when we start manifesting those things that we might have always desired.
So this is really going on the inside, from the inside out. I think many people have been so conditioned to go from the outside in. This is getting into the core and letting that mirror back.
That's
Corelight.
The Corelight. The word Corelight actually stands for that luminous core of enlightenment that's actually within each one of us. And so it's learning to tap into that. And, like you said, it's really an erroneous belief that we're taught from childhood, that most of us are taught from childhood, that we need to actually seek that fulfillment on the outside. And we need to actually, if there's a problem, we need to change what's happening on the outside first, and then that will make us happy. When the truth is, it's the inside. We change the inside first, and then the outer changes, not the other way around.
Yeah, beautiful. So this spiritual warrior training, how long would it take for someone to complete that? I know you said it's self-paced, but what can someone expect?
Well, they're 2 semesters, and we sort of recommend a period of 6 months per semester in order to digest everything. But some people will do it in a month or 2 months. Depends, what their spiritual path is. If they're brand new, they will probably need the 6 months. But if they've been on a spiritual path for a while, they can do it quicker. And some people really, it's very in-depth, and it can really be such a rich course that some people take a full year to do each semester because there's so much there. Topics, let me just give you an example of some of the topics, because we've talked about a few. But one of the topics is about giving, and one of the topics is impeccability. One of them is energy management. So there are probably 17 different topics that are covered in the audio talks, as well as the books as well. So, and they're guided meditations as well. Like I said, it's rich. Yeah. But there's one last thing I can share with you about the course, and that is that even though it's a correspondence course and that and it's self-paced, we do have teachers that help people. They're available online. They're available by phone. These teachers are people that have been doing this work for many, many years. They're very evolved souls who know how to support people on this journey, and that's offered as a gift as part of the course. Wow. So for the like I said, the tuition is by donation. Much of this course is really intended to model the teachings of generosity and giving. So there's not a lot of outlay required for this financially. It's much more for people to see if this is something for them. But we've had so many people go through the course and just tell us how much their lives have changed as a result, and that's when they see that if this material is for them, they want to continue with the work. And after Spiritual Warrior, there's a course beyond that called Teacher Training. And Teacher Training is a course that requires a bit more commitment for people who are really feeling called by Spirit, who have that inner fire to serve in some way, to help the earth in some way.
Beautiful. And I also saw that when people going through that training program, that you have organized trips over to South Africa.
Yes. Yeah, they're not required, but it's, if anybody in the courses want to come, we offer these pilgrimages. We call them spiritual retreats or pilgrimages to the sacred sites of South Africa. And as part of that, we take people out into the area where we do our work with the AIDS orphans.
Wow.
Yeah,
beautiful.
So we go, and we do that through other places too. We take those pilgrimages sometimes to Europe or sometimes through the American Southwest, other places where there are many sacred sites and places of great natural beauty and spiritual power. And we take people there for meditations so that we can, deepen our spiritual evolution.
Do you find that in these times, if you look back over the last 20 years or so, and now looking at where we are in this huge shift of energy, that people are picking things up, well, to say faster is probably not a right word, but
yes.
Yeah.
It's a good word. Faster, quicker, more accelerated. It's like, I like to call it the quickening. It's as though everything that's happening around us is quickening. We can all feel it. Things are speeding up, and that also includes our consciousness. The ability to take in the spiritual energies, the ability to take in the information. It's all accelerating.
Awesome. So for people to join this program, where would they go?
They can go to corelight.org and then go to the courses page, and you'll find the courses there that we offer.
Wonderful. Well, oh, there is just it gives me tremendous hope. I think that by connecting with people like yourself and seeing this network of grace, as Andrew Harvey calls it, spreading all over the world, people coming together, really shining their light and being this beacon of light for others to let their inner light illuminate. It gives hope to get through these times with a lot of joy rather than the old paradigm of being used to having to struggle and all of that, right?
Yes. So much of it is about maintaining the joy as we go through these times that we're living in, because if you look around, there's such cause for pessimism, and fear. And the truth is that it's important to acknowledge those negative emotions as well, those negative aspects. And yet what happens is when we actually do the work in consciousness, we can face that stuff and maintain the joy.
Beautiful.
Which is so important.
Well, I would suggest for everyone who's watching this video, if they have not experienced your work, that they go and visit the website and sign up for the Spiritual Warrior Training. As I bet even if having done that training, going through it with a new level of consciousness, it's going to be like getting whole new insights again. So that the more of us are participating in this, that we are really making it easier for that collective shift to occur. Right?
Yes, I agree with you. I would say any work that any one of us does to advance our own evolution and our own spiritual awakening, our own transformation, that is what's going to help the global shift. And, if there's so many teachers out there and there are so many ways to expand our consciousness these days, there's no shortage of ways. So if our course is not for you, find some course that is for you, but the important thing is to do the work.
Yeah. Well, and you sure make it very easy for people to have that opportunity. So, and so many different ways. So there's got to be something for everybody somewhere. So
yes, it's true. And you know what I like to think of, every opportunity that I face in my life to evolve my consciousness in just a small way, that might be the very thing that creates the tipping point for the whole earth, Yeah. So nothing is too small. Any small shift in consciousness that any one of us makes is really, it could be the one most important shift of all.
Yeah, beautiful. Well, thank you for being here again today, Brad, and sharing with us, and for bringing Corelight out into the world in so many ways. And
Thank you, Tina.
You're welcome. And I look forward to connecting again, as I know that you have a few other topics to share about that I'm sure are going to resonate with people, from apathy to empathy and from money to love. Those two are amazing programs too.
Yes,
so
thank you.
Thank you for being here, and until the next time, many joyful blessings.
Thank you, Tina. And I love seeing all the colors behind you. You're so beautiful.
Oh, thank you.